Welcome to Lento English. Ready to level up your English? Here we learn through stories, slow, clear, and fun. Listen, relax, and enjoy the journey.
One introduction. Let us think about a map of the world. We see the big land of Africa. On maps today, this big land has many lines. These lines show different countries. There are many countries in Africa, maybe around 54. But what if Africa was not many countries? What if it was just one very, very big country? Imagine this one country on the map. It would cover a large area of land. It would be one of the biggest countries in the world. Today, many people live in Africa, more than 1 billion people. If Africa was one country, all these people would live in one nation. This is a very big idea. It makes us think. It brings up many questions. What would this one big country be like? What would its name be? Where would its main city be? How would so many people live together? How would they work together? What about all the different languages people speak? What about all the different ways people think and believe? This idea of one big African country is not new. Some people have thought about it for a long time. They dreamed of a united Africa. But what would really happen if it became true today? This story will look at this idea. We will think about what could be possible. We will not say if this idea is good or bad. We will just look at the possibilities. We will explore what might happen in different parts of life. We will think about the land, the people, the cities, the money, and how this big country might be in the world. It is an interesting thought experiment. It helps us think about Africa in a new way. It helps us ask big questions about the future. What if Africa was one country? Let us explore this idea together. 2. One big land. This big land covers a very large area. It is more than 30 million square kilometers. This is a huge part of the world. It is about 20% of all the land on Earth. To help you imagine, it is much bigger than Europe. It is about 3 times the size of Europe. It is also almost as big as the whole continent of Asia. So we are talking about one very big country covering a huge space on the map. Many, many people live across this one big land. Today, more than 1,400,000,000 people call this place home. This number is about 16 out of every 100 people in the world. Right now, 2 other countries, India and China, have more people than this united land would have. But even so, over 1 billion people living together is a very large number. But the number of people is growing very, very fast here. It is the fastest growth happening in the world today. The population has doubled since the year 1990. This means there are 2 times more people now than there were just over 30 years ago. Experts think that in the future, this country will have more people than both India and China. By the end of this century, maybe around the year 2100, the population could reach 4,400,000,000 people. That would be almost 40 out of every 100 people on Earth living in this one country. This big growth in people is important for the future of this land. It means the country will become even more important in the world because of its large population. One interesting thing about the people here is that many of them are very young. The average age of people in this land is only about 19 years old. In many other parts of the world, the average age is much older, maybe 30 years or more. Having so many young people means there is a lot of energy and potential. Young people can bring new ideas, learn new skills, and help the country grow strong. This large and young population is a key part of what this big land would be like. It shows a future with many people needing homes, jobs, and schools, but also bringing a lot of potential and strength for the country's future development. 3. Many people, one home. In this big new country, many people live together. They come from very different backgrounds. One of the biggest differences is language. There are thousands of different languages spoken across the land. Some people say there are more than 1,000 languages, maybe even 3,000. This makes the country the place with the most languages in the world. Because there are so many languages, many people speak more than one. They might speak 2 languages from Africa. They might also speak a language from Europe, like English, French, or Portuguese. These European languages are understood by many people. For example, 13% of people understand English. 11.5% understand French. 3% understand Portuguese. Some languages are spoken by more people than others. Arabic is spoken by about 17% of the population, mostly in the north. Swahili is spoken by about 10%, often in the east. Other important languages include Berber and Hausa, each spoken by about 5% of people. A country this diverse might need many official languages, maybe like 11 or more. It is not just languages that are different. There are also many different groups of people, called ethnic groups. There are hundreds, maybe thousands of these groups. No single group is very large compared to the total number of people. This shows just how many different types of people live here. Religion is also important to many people. The country would have 2 very large religious groups, Christians and Muslims. Each group has about 47% of the population. Traditional African religions are also followed by about 10% of people. Some people have mixed beliefs. Only a small number, about 2%, do not follow a religion. Living together with so many differences is a big challenge. How do people who speak different languages and have different beliefs share one home? It means finding ways to understand each other. It means respecting different ways of life. Even with thousands of languages, many groups, and different religions, everyone is now part of one nation. This diversity is a big part of who the country is. 4. The main city. A very big country needs a main city. This city is often called the capital. It is where the government works and makes important decisions for the whole country. For a country as large as this United Africa, choosing one capital city is a big task. Many cities could be the capital. They are big and important places already, but one city stands out as a strong choice. This city is Addis Ababa. It is in the country of Ethiopia. Why might Addis Ababa be chosen? There is an important group called the African Union. It is like a club for African countries. The main office for this group is already in Addis Ababa. Also, a big office for the United Nations that works with Africa is there too. Because these important places are already in Addis Ababa, many people think it could be the best place for the new country's capital. It is sometimes called the political capital of Africa already. But other cities are also very important. For example, Lagos in Nigeria is a very, very big city with many people. Cairo in Egypt and Johannesburg in South Africa are also huge and play big roles, maybe in money and business. These cities would still be very important centers in the new country. Managing a country that is so large, with so many people and different places, is hard. The capital city, like Addis Ababa, would need to be a strong center. It would need good ways to talk to all parts of the country. The other big cities would also help a lot. They would be like important arms of the government and business in different areas. It would take careful planning to make sure the capital and other cities work well together to lead the new nation. It is a big job, but having clear centers like the capital and other large cities would be necessary for a country this size. 5. Rich earth, many needs. This new country of Africa is very big, as we know. It is also very rich under the ground. The earth holds many valuable things. For example, it has a lot of gold. It has half of all the gold in the world. It also has half of all the diamonds in the world. The country has 90% of the world's platinum, and it has 33% of the world's uranium. These are very important resources. They can be sold to other countries. They can make a lot of money for the country. But even with all this wealth from the ground, many people in the country are poor. This might seem strange. Why are people poor when their country is so rich? There are different reasons for this problem. One big challenge is corruption. Sometimes money from these valuable resources does not go to help the people. It goes to the wrong places. Some people take the money for themselves, or it is not used wisely. This means important things like schools, hospitals, and roads do not get the money they need. This makes life hard for many millions of people across the country. The country's economy is not the biggest in the world right now. It is the 7th largest economy. It is bigger than the economy of India, but it is smaller than the economies of countries like France, the United Kingdom, and Germany. If you look at the money per person each year, it is quite low. It is about $1,992 for each person. But this number does not show the full picture of how much poverty there is. Many people live on very little money each day. Based on some information, about half of the people in the southern part of the country live on less than $1.25 each day. The average for a poor person might even be less than 70 cents a day. This shows a big difference between the country's wealth and the lives of its people. But the country has a great chance to grow. Experts say its economy can grow faster than many other places in the world. In the future, it could become much stronger. It is expected to have a bigger economy than France and the United Kingdom very soon. If the wealth from the land is used well and shared fairly, it can help everyone. It can build good schools and hospitals in all areas. It can create jobs for young people and old. The valuable resources can help make life better for all the millions of people living together in this one big country. The rich earth has many needs, but it also holds much promise for a better future if its resources are used wisely. 6. Hopes and hard work. Education is very important for the new country. To make the country strong, all people need to learn. Today, many people cannot read or write well. Only about 64 people out of 100 can read. This number is different in different areas. In some places, almost everyone can read. In other places, very few people can read. This shows the big work needed for education. The new country must build many more schools across the land. It must train many more teachers. Every child should go to school. Adults should have chances to learn too. Good education helps people find work. It helps them understand the world. It is key for making life better for families and the whole country. Health is another big challenge for the new nation. Many kinds of sicknesses exist across the large land. One very serious sickness is HIV. In some parts of the country, about 11 people out of 100 have this sickness. This is a big health problem. The new country needs to fight sickness everywhere. It needs many more hospitals and clinics. It needs many more doctors and nurses. It needs medicine for sick people. Teaching people about health is also important. Helping people stay healthy needs hard work from everyone, but it is necessary for the country to be strong. There are other big problems that need solutions for millions of people. Making sure everyone has clean water and enough food is a challenge. Building good roads and bridges is needed for travel and business across the vast distances. Creating enough jobs for all the young people is very important for the future. Making sure the government is fair and helps all people is a big task. These problems are difficult and require much effort from everyone in every city and village. But there is also great hope for the future of this large country. It has many young people, which means lots of energy and ideas for tomorrow. The country has big chances to grow and improve. It can build new cities and new farms. It can use its resources to help its people if it is managed well and corruption is fought. The economy has the potential to become very strong. If the country works together and solves its problems, its economy can grow faster than in many other parts of the world. In the future, it could become a very powerful economy. This could mean more money for everything the people need: better schools, better hospitals, better homes, and more jobs for millions. The future is full of possibilities. Reaching the goals will need hard work from millions and millions of people. Leaders must be wise and honest. Citizens must work together and help each other. Teachers, doctors, farmers, and workers in cities all have a part to play. With hard work and hope, the dream of a better life for everyone in the new country can become true. It is a time for hard work and holding on to hope for a bright tomorrow across the entire nation. 7. Africa and the world. A united country of Africa would be a completely new presence on the world map. It would be one of the largest countries on Earth by land size, covering a huge area. It would also have a very large number of people living there, more than most other countries. This combination of great size and many people would make it naturally important on the global stage. When this large country needs to talk with other nations, it would do so with one voice. Before, 54 different countries spoke for Africa. Now there would be just one government, one leader, speaking for the whole continent. This single voice would be much stronger and more influential in world meetings and discussions. It could negotiate with other big and powerful countries, like those in North America or Europe, from a position of strength. The economy of this new united country would be significant from the start. Its total economic value would be large. similar to the economies of nations such as India or France at first. However, the source text tells us that Africa's economy is expected to grow very quickly in the future. This fast economic growth would mean it could soon have one of the largest economies in the world, perhaps even surpassing some major countries in Europe. This large and growing economy, together with its many people, would give the united country of Africa great power and influence. It would become a major player in international trade, global politics, and important world issues. Its relationships with other countries would change significantly. They would need to work with one large, strong nation instead of many smaller ones. This new dynamic could change how countries around the world interact and make agreements. Looking towards the future, a united country of Africa has the chance to become a superpower by the end of this century. This means it could be among the most powerful nations on the planet. Its large population could provide the basis for a big and strong army if needed. Its rapidly growing economy could make it very rich and able to invest around the world. A united Africa would stand tall on the world stage, a key country that everyone would watch and work with. Its existence could reshape the balance of power and have a major impact on the future of the entire world. 8. A new tomorrow. Let us think about the future for this big country. A united Africa could have a very strong and bright tomorrow. There were many challenges, yes, but people worked together to find answers. Imagine the future. The large number of young people growing up could be a great strength. They bring new ideas and energy. If they receive good education and find work, they can help the country grow fast. The earth has many riches like minerals. If these resources are used well and for the good of everyone, the economy could become very strong. The dream of unity was not easy, but it held a big promise. It was a promise of a better life for millions of people. With one country, it could be easier to build new roads, schools, and hospitals for everyone. It could be easier to fight sickness and other big problems together. People from different groups and with different languages could learn to live and work side by side, building something new. A united Africa could also be a strong voice in the world. It could talk with other countries as one powerful nation. This new role could change how the world sees Africa and how Africa works with other parts of the world. It could stand tall and speak for its people. The path ahead was long and had many steps. It needed hard work, understanding, and hope, but the potential was clear. A united Africa, overcoming its difficulties, could build a future that was not just strong for itself, but also good for the whole world. It was a new day, full of possibility, looking towards a brighter tomorrow.